You know, they say the best things in life are free. But are they really? On to the intro.
Currently rocking in the school of life. He is here talking about stuff and whatever's going on in his brain. You know it is 100% Bridget!
All right, here I am. It's me talking about something. I think I'm going to be talking about something about like the word free. The word itself, the word free. But before we get started doing that, I know you already saw the intro. I know you already saw that little segment just before. But if you're following me on YouTube, make sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, ring the bell, because that's how you get notified for the next video that pops up. And of course, if you're following me on any of the podcast stuff, or if you've never seen me before and you would rather just listen, you can go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and what else is up there? Yeah, Pandora. So you can do all that stuff right there on my audio podcast, which, by the way, is also available on Facebook now. So you can actually just listen to the podcast on Facebook, or you can watch the video, whichever way you want to do it. But whatever you do, make sure to share and all that good stuff, because that helps me out. Thank you very much for listening, and here we go. Free. There's this word. It's free. Everybody wants stuff free. I want free tuition. I want free cost of living. I want free food. I want free this. I want free that. I want you to do my breaks for free. Everybody's asking for a discount, all this kind of stuff. So I looked up the definition of free, and you know, it is huge, because it had the word itself gets used in so many different ways. You have free, like no cost or no charge, like I go to school for free, or I got a free ticket from somebody, or something like that. Then there's like having a legal or political rights of a citizen, your freedom, right? Enjoying political independence, because you're free to do that. Free, like your shackles have been removed, so like you're no longer a prisoner. So free is a very interesting word because of the way it can be used in multiple different facets. So I was like, you know, I was like in my brain, I'm like, so is free really free? So if you go into a grocery store and they have a free product for the day. So like, you're like, okay, so if I buy this, I get this for free, right? You've seen that before, right? You know, buy one, get one free or whatnot. But really, is that item free? Let's take free tuition for college. Now, I went to college for a short period of time. I honestly, be honest with you, I didn't finish, but that's okay, right? I went to regular school. I went to Bible college. I finished that, got a degree on the wall. But and I paid for that, not only with my time, but with my money. So let's take this one. A lot of people want free tuition for college, and I'm like, okay, well, I can see that you can have free college, but here's the deal: how do the teachers get paid? How does the principal get paid? How does the dean of students get paid? How do these people? You want things for free. I want stuff for free. I'm not gonna lie. I want stuff for free. But then you have to really think, how do these people get their paycheck for your free college? Which means that somebody somewhere has to pay something, no matter what, because free, I don't really think is actually free. It might be free to you as the individual or to me as the individual, but there's a cost in everything that's free. Ta-da. Interesting, right? Now let's take this. Okay. So let's say I got, somebody came and gave me $100. Here's $100. It's yours for free. Well, that guy had to earn that $100 somewhere, which means even cash is not technically free if it's handed to you, because somebody had to earn it in order to get it into your hands. And I think it's an interesting thing, because when everybody wants stuff for free, but then you wonder why are my taxes getting raised? Why is this why is gas prices going up? Why are these things happening? because in order to have things for free, they have to get the cost from somewhere. So it's going to come out, if you're a working person, your taxes go up because they have to pay for the item that's free for somebody else, or that it may even be free for you. Let's say we got our stimulus checks over the COVID thing. Some of us got stimulus checks. Some people are still getting stimulus checks in different states because of whatever structure they set up. Well, what's going to happen is at the end of all this, in tax season 2021, your cost, certain costs are going to be reduced because they have to pay for that free money that you received. So it's not really free. So is our freedom free? So like, we come to the United States, and the freedom that we have here in the United States is not the same freedoms that other people have in different countries. We're not the only state that has we're not the only country that has these kinds of freedoms, but people come here for a specific type of freedom because it's free. I can do whatever I want if I go to the United States. But if you pay attention and you actually look into history, we had to pay for that freedom. There had to be wars. There had to be things fought. There had to be people died for that freedom. So in order for us to be free, a cost was done at some point in our history. So you have to kind of look at this word free from the instance of, man, is it really free? Who's paying the cost for the thing that I'm getting for free? Now let's take a look at eternal life. It's free to you. It's free to me. I can ask Jesus to come into my heart, but the only reason I can do that is because a cost was paid. A life was taken so that we could have eternal life. And that's why Jesus hung on the cross. So we can have freedom from pain. So we no longer have pain. That's free. We're free from that. We're free from certain things because of the cost that was done on the cross. And you have to kind of take that into perspective in everything else that we do in life. If I can give the gospel to somebody else for free because Jesus already paid the price 2,000 plus years ago on the cross. He shed his blood and he died and he rose again so that we could have that freedom from things. So even when it comes to like giving, if I give to the church, say my tithe, I actually paid the price to have that money to begin with by going to work. So the stuff that the money that the church gets is not free to them. It is given freely, but it's not free to them. So they should follow biblical standards in order to utilize that money. Come on, right? It's the storehouse. That's what Malachi 3:10 says. But we get something in return because of our sacrifice to earn the money that God's already given us to give that tithe. And I think it's interesting when we actually tie all this stuff together. One of the definitions is not bound, confined, or detained by force. That's one of the definitions of free. Because we're not bound anymore. We're not bound by the world because we have Jesus. We're not bound by or confined. We're not in a prison anymore. We're free to do the things we have. And here's another one: not subject to government regulation. So if you look at what's going on in the world right now, the government is really trying to get us to do things for free. Let's say you go get the shot. Okay, you go get the needle in your arm. It doesn't cost you anything. Come on, right? It doesn't cost you anything, but it cost somebody something, and somebody's paying those companies. So here's what happens: if somebody pays the company to give you the shot, that's the government that's paying them, which means it's coming out of your taxes, so it's not really free. Having a scope not restricted by qualification. That's another definition of free. I can do whatever I want. I'm qualified to do whatever I want. If I learn and study, I'm free to learn. I'm free to study. I'm free to do these things, and I'm free to make my own mindset. But somebody pays for that because I'm free to do that, but I have to take and sacrifice my time in order to study and learn. So Is freedom really free? Is free really free? Right on, right on.